What is up, baseball fans? Welcome to the first This Week in Perfect Team of Out of the Park 20. Welcome to the veterans of This Week in Perfect Team, to the newbies of This Week in Perfect Team. Welcome, 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 welcome to a new, beautiful display that we have here. While the scenes may change, the show is relatively still the same. What is up, guys? I am, of course, Chris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, Community Manager for Out of the Park Baseball's Perfect Team. We sincerely hope you have enjoyed the first Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days of Perfect Team. We have the leagues rolled out today. Is there a diamond pack on? What are you doing there? I told you not to be coming out here on the stream, getting everybody all wound up about you. We had this conversation. I specifically said, don't come out here getting everybody all wound up. And here you are, and look at the chat. Diamond packs when? When are the diamond packs coming? You see what you did? You see what you did. Ugh. I'm telling you guys. This poor diamond pack. He just wants to hang it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So we hope you guys are enjoying the first day of league play. So usually, guys, for those of you who have never watched an episode of This Week in Perfect Team, what we generally do is we review the previous week's results. We'll review the previous week's results. We talk about some of the better players, some guys who did good at all the different levels. Obviously, we don't have that to do this week because we're not going to cover entry pool stuff. So basically, tonight's show is, I'm going to give you guys, for those of you guys who weren't here on Friday night's stream, I'm going to show you guys a couple of the new things within the mode. So some of you guys who have been veterans of This Week in Perfect Team and Perfect Team in general have not seen some of these things. So we're going to show some of that off. We're also going to be dropping our brand new, which reminds me, I'm going to see if I can do this at the same time, chat. I'm going to see if I can do this at the same time, chat, because that's just the kind of guy that I am. We're also going to be dropping our first brand new set of content. If you guys have never seen a content drop here on the stream, every week for the next, literally 40 weeks in a row, we plan on dropping brand new content. Usually the content consists of 6 cards. We do have some special stuff that we're going to be looking at too. I don't know if I really want to tell you guys too much about the special stuff. We may talk about that a little later. Just a second, guys. Just a second. I want to see if I can get this to load. It doesn't seem to want to at the moment. All right. Yes, Tim Tebow, absolutely confirmed. Bo Jackson, never. Can we get movement added to the auction filters? I have to ask Marcus. My understanding is that movement is not something they can put on the auction filters because of the way it's calculated. I know he tried to explain that. Guys, exclamation point ticket does not work until I actually start the draw, which is later on in the show. Select all button in cards management. That's been brought up already too. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. This is not working. Why isn't that not working? I have to figure that out. All right, we'll worry about that later. All right. Yeah, Paxton, exactly. Exclamation point ticket doesn't work. Guys, if you guys have questions, again, we do a Q&A section later on. I promise I'll set aside 3 or 4 minutes later in the stream. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to load the new cards into the thing. It's just, I'm trying to multitask here. Again, it's the first show where we have new tools and stuff like that we're working with. So let's talk about some housekeeping real quick before we jump into the game. Again, we are releasing content tonight. Tonight's content theme is some of the greatest Japanese players. Now, I want to address that specifically. The Ichiro that we introduced late in 19 and a bunch of other cards we introduced late in 19. We have not reintroduced them yet. They didn't make it in time for the first cut. We are discussing as a team the best way to do that. I think there's 10 or 12 of them all together. So we're going to get those in the game for sure. How many cards have never been pulled? I believe the answer to that question at this moment is every card in 19 was pulled. Every single card in 19 was pulled, bar none. They were all pulled 100%. I believe right now, I can tell you, I actually have this information if you guys believe that. There are three perfect cards that haven't been pulled yet. The peak Roger Clemens, the peak Walter Johnson, and the peak Cal Ripken Jr. have not been pulled in 20. Now, that was as of this morning. That may not be the case anymore. They may have been pulled by now. But we will talk about that more. We're going to go a little bit. So we'll talk about that later. How many 100 quick sells so far? I don't know. I don't even want to know if anybody's been doing that. We're going to be doing content every week. We got some listen, guys, we have some really, really cool stuff planned. One thing I want to talk about that you guys will see in a few weeks is this year we're going to be doing Players of the Month content. So once a month is over, we're going to be introducing 3 American League cards and 3 National League cards, 1 hitter, 1 pitcher, and 1 rookie from each league that we're going to be introducing. We're not going to be doing it for March because it's a small sample size, so we'll be doing it in early May for April. So that's going to be cool. We're going to do that every month of the season. Again, so a pitcher, a hitter, and a rookie from each of the American League and National League, so that's going to be cool. New Croft, we won't do it that way. We'll try to differentiate it. We're not going to put a Trout in like every month. We'll try to split it up and mix it up and do some different things there. Will the March game count for April stats? Possibly. We haven't really talked about that part yet. Player of the Month, Bartolo, that's going to be an every month one. All right, let's jump over to take a look at the game real quick. So I want to show you guys a few things that you may or may not have seen yet that is new this year. As you guys can see, by the way, Snaggletown Seawolves kicking it in the Silver Leagues. So if you guys didn't know, for the first week and the first week only, we did promotion different. We filled Silver, Bronze, and Iron the first week. Going forward, all of the entry pool teams will immediately go to Iron. Berna. No, I did not buy your Preacher Row. I pulled them in a pack on Friday. If you guys missed our 2-hour kickoff stream on Friday, we pulled 50 packs, including the Diamond Scott Rowland that we have. You guys can check it out in the archives. You go to YouTube, youtube.com/OOTP Developments. It's on there. So we're kicking it in Silver. We're 14-6. Crushing it. We're crushing it. We're doing that. We're doing good work. One thing I want to show you guys that is live now today is if you go to the Perfect Team Universe screen. So let's say I have a friend of mine that is in League 265. Anyone sold a Roland yet? No, and I wasn't able to sell mine. Nobody was really buying. If I want to see what's going on in League 265, I can click on it, and it will, and I'll drag it over here so you guys can see it. It will bring up, oh, why is it blank? Of course, now it's going to make a liar out of me. Why are they all? Let's see, these were working in the last sim, and now see, now look at, see, this is why I checked this stuff before. Here we go. I don't know why some of them aren't working, but here we go. Let's bring this over here. This is Bronze 245. Some of them seem to be having problems, which I have reported already, that they all don't seem to be working perfectly at the moment. So we'll get that fixed up and figure out what's going on there. Oh, there's one there. Check silver 272. So you look at right now. So again, like you can see all the kind of cool things that are going on. This is something new. This is not something. Sims are stuck. Interesting. Make sure mine's working. My sim downloaded right when I started the show. If your sim is stuck, the first thing I always suggest to do is log out, close the game, open the game, log in. Sometimes if you have the game open for too long, it will sever your connection to the server, and then when the simulating comes, it won't trigger the download. So this is really cool, guys, to be able to go into other leagues now and see what's going on. And there is an absolute surfeit of information here. All the league batting stats, so runs per game, home runs. You can see who's crushing home runs. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to check in on your friends. It allows you to do some scouting in different leagues. So like, for example, if you want to be researching and say, hey, how are players doing in a different league? Look at this. Hardware Heroes Justin Morneau leads this league in slugging percentage. What? Hardware Heroes Justin Morneau leads the league in slugging percentage? Game's broken, chat. Game's broken. 100%. 100% Justin Morneau broken. You won't be able to check entry pools with this. Entry pools are not real leagues. They get reshuffled constantly as more teams join. We do not track entry pool stats. We do not report entry pool stats because the entry pool is basically like spring training. Yeah, we're going to have to immediately nerf this Justin Morneau, guys. We cannot have Justin Morneau be doing that. So that's kind of cool. So as you guys can see, if you guys are new and have never played Perfect Team in 19, this screen tells you everything you need to know about promotion and relegation. So if you're at the Iron level, you can see way over there that 12 teams from each Iron League will get promoted. 16 teams get promoted from Bronze, 16 from Silver. Those numbers will decrease as the tiers get filled. And again, we have committed this year that at least 4 teams from every league will get promoted every week, and at least 2 teams will get demoted. So entry pools are people too, yes, but we don't track on the back end for a variety of reasons. Because a team in entry pool for a week can play like 290 to 310 games. And again, they shuffle all the time. There's no real consistent head-to-head. There's no real consistent scheduling. It's just a nightmare to try and track. Also, you guys can see at the bottom, somebody had asked earlier how many leagues there are. As of this morning, we have 153 leagues. You can see right over here, and 4,558 teams. And this will tell you all the information you need here as well. So this is really good, guys. We really appreciate how quickly you guys have supported this game. Without having any super duper firm evidence, Out of the Park 20 has been one of our best launches of all time. What's the level breakdown? I don't know. You could probably go and try to add these up, but I mean, I wouldn't, you can go and try to add them up if you want. There's what, 1, 2, there's what, 10, 15 Silver Leagues. Information that I don't get and really don't need. The record screen will fill up at the end of the season. And like I said earlier, the history buttons will work when the seasons are complete. Right now, they don't generate any pages. The reports for seasons will be generated when the seasons are over. Yeah, some leagues aren't 100% full. That is still a thing just from last year. That will continue to be a thing. We are still talking about ways to possibly alleviate that in the future. One thing I wanted to mention, and this is something that a couple people growled me that I didn't mention on Friday, was if you go to your box scores now, it shows you on the box score any achievements that you got. So you go to the special notes section down here, and look at this. All hits. Starting lineup, all got hits versus the Regensburg Terriers. So that means I unlocked that particular achievement. And if I go back here, hey, look at there. There it is. So when you're looking at the box score, it'll actually show you at the bottom of the box score if you had any achievements for that particular game. No outfield assists. I know, man. My defense is awful. Not gonna lie, my defense is awful. My defense, c'est horrible. What was something else I wanted to show people? Again, for those of you who are new, we also do have a friends feature that you can see. If you go here, basically you can type in a username. If you're in the Discord, discord.gg/OOTP, there is a friends list channel for 20 and for 19. Feel free to post your in-game username in there. It is case sensitive. You can look it up, and then you can add people as a friend right over here. Make sure they add you back. And then when you go to your Perfect Team settings, which is right here on the right-hand side, you set this to use friends list, and it will try to match you up with as many of your friends as possible. Do I have any stolen bases? No. Do not. And also, I showed this off on Friday. I will show it off again. The mass quick sell feature is here. You can get it on your manage inactive cards. So I can filter by duplicates. I have a couple. You can click them here on the radio buttons, and you can quick sell all your tagged cards. I don't have any duplicates now, but you can quick sell as many as you want. You can tag as many as you want. And then you can click the quick sell all button, and it's right there. It took us a long time to get the mass quick sell to work, but it does work. And one thing, and I hate, for those of you who are here on Friday, I hate rehashing this stuff, but I'm going to. I do want to give another quick little tutorial on how the opener follower works and the best way to make it work in your favor. So, for those of you who aren't aware, we do have the opener follower mechanic in Perfect Team. So, if I want to use Cody Allen as an opener and I want to have him start, I go to his secondary role, which is right here where my mouse is. I click it and I click opener. And then if I want to have him open in, let's say, Joe Musgrove, and Joe Musgrove has been absolutely hot garbage for me. Burb, I haven't set my roster at all today. This is the first time I've looked at it all day, literally. I know I have a 5-man rotation and a 6-man bullpen is terrible. You right-click on Joe Musgrove. You go to Set Game Strategy. And right over here, you're going to want to use him as a follower. You're going to click that right here on the right-hand side. So when I go back to my pitching staff, you will now see that Joe Musgrove has the follower tag. Right? So what that means is when, and you see he's now over here. So when Musgrove's spot in the rotation comes up, Cody Allen will start in his place. And the innings he goes, they'll typically go 1 inning. Some of them may go 2 innings. Depends on, again, Allen has 15 stamina. So 1 innings, sometimes you might get the odd, second inning. He will start in Joe Musgrove's place, and Joe Musgrove will come in afterwards. And I'm going to leave it this way because Joe Musgrove, again, awful hot. He's just bad. Okay? Bullpen looking good. Araldis, Nebel, Tekulve. Look at Tekulve. Yeah, we have the opener. By the way, guys, this Preacher Row card, 87 control, 76 stuff, 26 movement. He's been pretty good for me. 4-0, 1.69 ERA so far. 26 2/3, only 22 hits allowed, only 14 Ks, only 4 walks, 0.97 whip. What will happen if the Allen pitches on the day prior and he goes into that day with 80 energy? Will he still open? The AI will make a determination. If he's not able to pitch as an opener, He likely, and I'm going to switch him actually to normal usage. If he is unable to open, Joe Musgrove will start the game. Yeah, Preacher Rose is really good. Walker Buehler, by the way. Now remember, guys. Remember, live series cards, their ratings will go up and down based on how they perform this year. Low bat, yes, I did. I'll go over that in a minute. So, well, I think I have it figured out. So, live cards, guys, if you guys identify live cards that you think may jump a tier, and I said this in the Discord, the most common tier would be if you load it up on a silver and they jump to gold, their quick sell value immediately jumps 10 times. Yeah, I would definitely want to set your opener as used less often. I didn't, but you could. Because I guess I really don't want Cody Allen to you know what? Let's do this. Let's get the opener away from him. Let's get that away from him. And let's use Bobby Jenks as the opener. And we'll use him less often. Diego Castillo, by the way, 114 stuff, but he walks everyone. We have Luis Urias is a perfect example. I have one. Guy's a 70. Could end up being a gold. You never know. Rizzo, perfect example. Rizzo's an 89. He's only 1 point away from being a diamond. So, ruining my plan. But like I said, for me, Walker Buehler's a guy. I love him. I think he's going to be amazing this year. He has great stuff. He has 3 great pitches. He's been good for me so far. 2-1, 2.17 ERA, 29 Ks, 29 innings. Perfect. I hope he has a great season. Values can go down, absolutely. Players will be downgraded if they perform terribly. 100%. A couple of real good early hitting cards I've had. This Cito Gaston crushes lefties. By the way, look at those 82 contact, 78 gap, 87 power against lefties, crushing them. Cito's out here just ripping bombs. He's got 3 so far, on pace for 24 this year. Will there be a Vlad Eloy put in soon? We won't put them in until they get called up. Until they play in the big leagues, there's no purpose of them being in the game. They don't need a live card when they're not live. Vlad and Eloy both have Future Legends cards, I believe. I don't know if Eloy does. Does Eloy have a Future Legend? Ratings for answers. Sorry. Oh my jeez. Live cards that get hurt, their ratings will be frozen. They will not be going down. Will there be a live Kikuchi soon? No, I answered that in the Discord earlier. We're not targeting updates to the live series cards until I think next week, like after the first week. We don't want to put a couple in and then put a couple more in. Like, I think we're going to wait till after the first week of games and do a first wave all at once. I have to make sure, though. We don't have a concrete plan there yet. But like I said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait till the first week of games is over, and then we're going to add them all at once. Just because then that makes it an easier job on the card guys and the roster guys. When am I starting a franchise? I really hope soon. It will not be tonight. This week is kind of crazy. So we're going to have to do, I am going to try to start a franchise at some point. I do promise. That is something we're working on. All right. So we got this out of the way. So let's jump over, guys, and take a look at game update today. Thought there was going to be a game update today. So there was an update Saturday. There was a update Saturday, and the team is working on another update that is fixing a lot of things in the traditional game. There's a small couple of perfect team fixes that we've addressed with teams that have more than 8,000 cards not being able to load their card database. That's going to be fixed. Right now, that patch is in testing. It's scheduled to be released tomorrow. When it is released, we'll blast it out there on Discord and Twitter and all that stuff. I'll let you know. For sure. But like I said, it's going to fix a lot of things in the traditional franchise part of the game. All right, guys. So our content this week is great Japanese players. So in honor of the A's and the Mariners playing their 2-game kickoff series in Japan, we have decided to take a look at some great Japanese players who played in Major League Baseball. Now, again, I said it earlier, but I will say it again. There is no Ichiro in this set. We're still trying to figure out when we're going to get the 93 Ichiro from last year in the game. We're going to do that. Also, for this set, there was another player that someone mentioned a whole bunch of times. I don't remember who it was. But one thing I want to let you guys know, for those of you guys who are veterans of this show, for those of you who are veterans of This Week in Perfect Team, one thing you're going to notice early on in the season is there are a lot of the contents you may find quote-unquote underwhelming. This set tonight has, I think, 2 bronze, 2 silvers, and 2 golds. You may see that a lot early on. But for us, it's not always about the ratings of the cards. It's about telling a story, making good content, getting some cool stuff out there. But yeah, for the cards from This Week in Perfect Team for 19, we're still, the ones that are missing, like the Haas Radburn and the Ichiro, we are still working on trying to come up with a plan on how we're going to get those in the game. But like I said, I really think we put together the contents. I mean, I have them all planned out, all 44 content releases. Just saying, guys, there's 44 content releases. But we have them dotted out, finalized through the end of April. And let me tell you guys, there are in the first month alone, we're dropping at least 1 perfect card. We're dropping at least, can confirm it right now, guaranteed. Before the month of April is out, we'll have at least 1 new perfect card. At least 1 new. And yes, it is Hideki Irabu. D-Ho in the chat's got it. All right, so let's jump in, guys, and take a look at some brand new great Japanese players. Again, no, you do not. Oh, that's another thing. Thank you, John. I have that written down. If you submitted and for those of you who are new, we accept suggestions for cards. If you submitted suggestions for 19 and they didn't get in, you don't need to add them. We're using the same form, the same results. I'm still pulling from the same ones. Currently, we have seven community requested contents planned for OOTP 20. So, I mean, that's almost 20%. That might actually be 8. Anyway, for sure 7 community requests planned. No, I will not show off the list of requested cards. Not a chance. Come on now. Can we add Google Hardware Heroes to the Google form? Yep. You know what? Listen, you Google, go away. You know what? Because who mentioned that? Who said that? Was that ASIC? 20% and 8%? I mean, 20% and 8% are pretty close. Not going to lie. They are pretty close. I'm going to fix that for you right now. Because you know what? If I don't fix it right now, I'll forget. Because that's just the kind of guy I am, chat. And done. There you go. Fixed. Thank you for that. Totally forgot it was even there. Oh, there. We didn't have hardware heroes on the forums, so I had to fix up the form. Yeah, 7 release. I said 20%. Anyway, some people don't listen. That's not my problem. People who don't listen, hey, they can always watch the archive and find it. Let's jump into the content. Let's kick it off with 2003 rookie sensation Hideki Matsui, his first season with the Yankees. He played in 163 games that season, made the All-Star game, finished second in Rookie of the Year voting. Everybody loves Godzilla. Even as a Blue Jays fan, I liked Hideki Matsui. He was one of the, he was a professional player. Speed too high. I know his speed's a little high. I get it. Solid arm in right field. Pretty good. Again, at the lower levels, he's going to be a pretty good hitting card. 56 contact, 65 gap power. Again, this is his rookie sensation card. I feel like it falls a little below his 2004 card as well. Faster than Clyde Milan. Stop. But yeah, 2003 Hideki Matsui, I was a big fan. I wish he would have came over sooner, to be honest, because I think he could have had a really, really good Major League Baseball career. But I mean, he had a pretty good career anyway. But I just wish he would have came over a little bit sooner. Could be cleanup DH. Don't feel bad, man. I'd be happy to have Hideki Matsui as my cleanup DH. Hideki Matsui joining the Perfect Team family. Next up, 2007 Kazuo Matsui. Unsung heroes on that 2007 Rockies team that went all the way to the World Series. Kaz hit 288, 304 in the playoffs, but that's not what he was about. This card immediately becomes one of the best defensive second basemen in the game. In 2007, he led all second basemen in Major League Baseball in range factor with a 5.5 rating per 9. This card, again, plays, and again, the speed. So again, even if you have a really, really good team, the speed defense combination on this Kaz means you could use him as a defensive replacement at second. You could probably train him up with that good arm. You could train him up at short or third. And that speed, he could be a pinch hitter as well late in the game. I know Nameless Poet is like speed. So with that, that's a really good speed. He's no Aparicio. Well, no, Aparicio is a shortstop, and Matsui's a second baseman. So no, he's not an Aparicio. But really good card. Can hit righties a little bit better than lefties, as you see from the splits down below my face. He is Aparicio-esque, absolutely. Solid card. I love these bronze cards with the nice defense, nice speed. Again, this guy has a place on your roster. Even as a bench guy, defensive replacement, pinch runner, it could definitely find a place on your team. Kaz Matsui, boom, in Perfect Team. Let's go. 2001 Hideo Nomo. Hardware heroes with the Red Sox. In 2001, Nomo led the American League in strikeouts with 220. He also led the American League in walks and about 9 other negative categories. But we chose to focus on the positive. No, we're definitely putting 16 Nomos in the game. I want a Nomo for every season. There is already a Dodgers Nomo, Burb. That's why we went with a different one. Good stuff, good fastball. A lot of people, I looked at this card and immediately I thought, reliever potential? Opener potential? 96 to 98 mile an hour fastball. Could be an opener. Again, if you're looking into, if you're trying to test out the opener thing. Also, if you're going to be playing in some silver tournaments, by the way, guys, we're going to have some information on tournaments coming up soon. Again, keep in mind, guys, with the tournaments, some of these cards are going to play. If you have an opener with 80 stamina, he'll still only go a couple of innings. The opener algorithm, they won't go like 6 innings. The movement control, not great. But you can just picture him doing that funky windup, and it makes it all better. So Hideo Nomo in the game. Next up, 2008, Daisuke Matsuzaka, getting the Red Sox again. 6 pitches, fastball, cutter, curveball, slider, changeup, splitter, all green with the changeup being blue. Again, cool little card. Not the greatest peripherals for sure in 2008, but Daisuke did go 18-3 for the defending World Series champion Red Sox. Where's the gyro ball? We don't have the gyro ball in the game, I don't think. Because there would be definitely, he should have the gyro ball. That's it. I'm making a note, gyro ball. Let me get my notebook out here. Gyro ball. All right, gyro ball added to the notes, guys. Again, interesting little card here. Stuff movement, that control, though, boys, that control, 128 gyro ball. Actually wrote, I mean, Mathos, I can't write half of those things that you put there. Half of those symbols, I can't even write them. I don't even know what that means. Daisuke in the game. Now let's move on to our gold cards here in the first content set. First up, we have 2014 Koji Uehara. 2.52 ERA with 26 saves and a 11.2 strikeouts per 9. The only season that Koji made the All-Star team was 2014. Look at that fastball. 99 to 101 mile an hour fastball. 81 stuff. 87 control. So again, high stuff, high control. A card that, for me personally, I don't have a lot of experience with in 19. This is not something that I tested a lot of these. I've got the Preacher Row now. I tended to lean more on the stuff movement than the stuff control. But this is very, very high stuff, very high control card. Again, throwing that sweet Ched up trip digits for sure. 3D Japanese windups, OOTP 21. We're going to get the Marcus back in the mocap studio. Marcus, if you're listening, we need you to start motion capturing Japanese windups. Koji's, Hideo Nomo's, anyone else, guys? We'll get the Daisuke with the little, the constant pumping of the glove. What's with all the Red Sox? I mean, it happens. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. I don't look at on the team on a card. Does it matter? Really? I guess it kind of does. I never thought of that. I don't think of that when I put them together. If you guys think that I'm playing favorites towards the Red Sox, you guys don't watch this show at all, ever. Or if you do, you don't pay attention. I'm just saying. If you guys think I play favorites with the Yankees or Red Sox, you guys are really... Marcus is a Red Sox fan, yes. That is true. I'm just saying. If you guys think I'm playing Red Sox or Yankees favorites, you guys don't watch This Week in Perfect Team enough. Just wait until next week when I drop 18 Jays cards right in a row. Rance Mullenix, Pat Borders, Candy Maldonado, 6 Dave Winfield Jays cards, even though he only played there for one season. Juan Guzman from 89, 90, 91, 92, Pat Henkin, Dave Steve, Ed Sprague, Greg Myers, Joe Carter, Devon White, Rob. That's going to be all next week, guys. Next week. Garth Orge, Doug Alt, Jose Bautista. He's got a couple cards already. No Vernon Wells. Absolutely no Vernon Wells. Ever. No Vernon Wells. I draw the line at Vernon Wells. Think I might be a Jays fan? You would be correct. Just saying. What's wrong with Vernon Wells? Can't stand him. How many Paxtons can the game handle? 7,325,465. All right, guys. Last but not least, here in the Great Japanese Players content, we have 2013 Yu Darvish, who does not have any historical cards, actually. 103 stuff, Low movement, low control, but that really good stuff. In 2013, he had 277 Ks and 6.2 hits per 9. Finished runner-up in the Cy Young voting. Both of those other categories led the American League. No diamonds. I said at the beginning of the content that there was not going to be any diamonds. Can't always pump out the diamonds. It's the first week. And he's a sack bunt machine. Sack bunt machine with 98 sack bunt. 89 stamina, throws 95 to 97. I do worry about the control and the movement, especially if you have a hitter's ballpark. I went to use the restroom. Hey, man, it happens. Everybody's got to go from time to time. But yeah, you definitely want to structure your ballpark to no Darren Fletcher. No, we're getting Darren Fletcher in there for sure. Technique. Could be. So it might be a reliever on some teams, long reliever. But again, 103 stuff throwing 95 to 97. He probably gets a stuff bump to maybe 108 to 110. Good stuff out of the bullpen. But again, if you build your ballpark around him, he might not be so bad. Best against a cardboard cutout? Possibly. So here's a look, guys, at our first content of 20, or Out of the Park Baseball 20, Perfect Team 20, 20, something 20. Here it is. Build your ballpark around strikeouts. No, around the fact that he has low movement and low control. So he's probably going to get hit. He's a fly ball tendency pitcher with low movement. So he's probably going to give up a lot of hits. Yes, like I said, I know we are definitely going to be adding like Kikuchi and all those guys to the game. It's going to be something that we're going to be doing later on. So strikeout. Exactly. Build it around strikeouts. I know what you mean now. You promised Tebow. I mean, here's the thing. Hang on. What part of great Japanese players makes you think of Tim Tebow and Bo Jackson? Tim Tebow's probably going to be playing in Japan in like a year. I guess that would kind of count. Is this what a collection would look like? No, probably not. Collections are going to be larger things like team-based, or like, for example, we may have you collect all of the future legends. For example, that could be a collection. I really don't I'd love to sit here and tell you what the collections are going to be all about, but we haven't completely 100% figured that out yet. And unfortunately, nobody tells me everything. I'm sure they have a great idea for what they want to do with it. Right now, we're focused on getting the tournaments fixed up, the tournaments out there. So we're going to get that stuff figured out. Diamondbacks collection. Exactly. Diamondbacks coming next week. Actually, guys, for those of you who are here, we will have another content set next week. Next week, we will be taking a look at, in honor, that's going to be a little weird to say, but in honor of us adding openers to the game, we are going to be taking a look with the openers collection. But it's not pitchers who throw one inning at the beginning of games. It's going to be some of the most notable opening day or opening week performances. That's going to be next week's content. Is going to be the opener collection, some of the more notable opening day performances and opening week performances in baseball history. Zizou, I do not know. I get that question a lot, and I do not know the answer to that yet. Okay, guys, so what we'll do is, if you guys, so what time is it? Okay, so we have a few minutes. So here's what we'll do. One, I'll take 3 to 4 minutes and answer any questions you have in the chat. Then we will do a giveaway, and then that'll be the end of the stream. So if you guys have any questions that I can answer, feel free to put them in the chat now. Time for you to get a watch. Ooh. Ow. Just a Fish with the mid-90s burns. Open 25 packs. I don't have any packs tonight. No, preferably Perfect Team related. But you can ask me. I didn't do the defensive soap thing. That's perfect. I will. We'll get back over to that right quick. If Tebow played in Toronto, would make sure he was a 97. Guaranteed. Why do you post such insignificant things? Talk about tournaments more? I can't tell you things that I don't know. I know they're coming. I know they're being worked on. They're going to be. The current plan is to allow you to enter 3 tournaments at a time. Did I have a good day today, Tiger Man? I did. We get in diamond packs. There is eventually going to be diamond packs. Right now, I think the plan is to have them exclusively as tournament rewards. But I don't know 100% for sure. They may be purchasable with points. We'll see. I didn't do the defensive sub thing. I'll do that I'll do the defensive sub thing low bat when the giveaway is running. Did I have a good day? I already answered that. Any updates on the defense database from the team? I mentioned the database to Marcus, but it was after he went to bed, so I'm sure I'll have an answer on that tomorrow. How will rating adjustments be determined? Will it be based on Zips or Dev's discretion? I don't know. I'm not involved in that particular process, but I'm sure they have some sort of... I think the idea in the beginning is to make the changes minimal till we get the idea. Like, we may bump a guy slowly here and there, but that's... The devs are looking into what they're going to do there. Diamond Pack status, answered that already. Open some later tonight. Dishnet, going to be ripping some pack. PT home screen, what is FIP under the rating box stand for? Fielding independent pitching rating. PT home, in the PT home screen? Fielding independent pitching. Champion rewards would be cool. So as far as tournaments go, we have said that we will have like diamond packs as some rewards. Some rewards are going to be exclusive tournament cards that you will only be able to get through a tournament. So that's going to be kind of cool too. I don't know if Bell hit 3 home. I don't think it was opening day. Are they going to paste the ratings update in email or on the forum? Honestly, the ratings updates. Nils, you mean like when we do like a weekly update? The weekly updates. The weekly updates to the rosters. We are going to post them. I assume they'll be posted on the forums, but we are also going to cover them here on This Week in Perfect Team. So whenever we do a ratings updates, we're going to talk about them on This Week in Perfect Team. I'll have some of the movers and shakers on a graph. We'll show them off, especially like if they change tier or something like that. We'll definitely be showcasing them here. And I'm assuming they'll be posted on the forums as well. And we'll link it in the Discord and Twitter and those places. What's my favorite catcher in Perfect Team? I don't have one. That's an interesting question, though. I really enjoyed the Dick Dietz that we introduced at the end of last year. I know he's not in there now. The 88 Jason Kendall. I don't know what he is in 20, but Jason Kendall was my favorite. Definitely check out the Discord. What's that? Just a Fish asked a question, then he said auction. I don't know. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. Bell did it 3 homers on opening day? Sweet. Would you ever think about competitions like a bronze league, for example? You'd only have that. So stuff like that is going to be tournaments. We're going to have tournaments with all kinds of different restrictions. Bronze cards only, silver cards only, gold cards only. Maybe a mixture where you're allowed to have like 1 perfect, 2 diamonds, 6 gold, whatever. We may also do like we might do. What was the other thing I was thinking of? Like a salary cap. So like, for example, every card is a point value and you can only have so many points. We have so many different cool ideas for tournaments, but that stuff is going to be limited to tournaments. We won't be doing that kind of stuff in regular leagues. Regular leagues are going to stay the way they are. I mean, the first 18 tournaments are going to be only Canadian players, Mythos. Another reason, hold on, a mix of cards, absolutely. Collections as well, too. PP achievement list, we don't have one. I don't think it's something, I think the achievement list is something Marcus is against for the simple fact that until all the achievements have been unlocked, for the reason being is one thing we saw a lot of in 19 is once the achievements started getting out there, people started deliberately tanking and changing their rosters for certain achievements. But it's something I can ask them about for sure. If it's something we want. Would you use your own cards? No, you would use your own cards. for tournaments. Your tournaments is going to be pulled from your own deck, for sure. All right, let's get the giveaway going. So guys, tonight we're giving away 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. Now, these perfect points, you can win the perfect points for 19 or 20. Okay, your choice. If you want to use them in Perfect Team 19, that's perfectly fine. If you want to get them for Perfect Team 20, that's perfectly fine too. If you win, as always, if you're in the Discord, look in the top right corner, Chris, Perfect Team CM, send me a message, right-click on my name, click message, send me your username in the right capitalization, your team name, and whether you want them in 19 or 20. If you want them in 19, you will get them tonight. If you want them in 20, you will get them tomorrow, because the 20 ones I have to send off to the team. I know that's clear as mud, but 10,000 perfect points for 19 or 20. Your guys' choice. 100% your guys' choice. We'll click on this and get this started. Is it working? It's coming. There we go. You got to wait for the bot to tell it. So exclamation point ticket, one time only, will let you get it. So one thing we've changed is the way the defensive assignments work this year. So what you're actually able to do is you're actually able to put a starter as a backup at another position. So you were not able to do this in 19. If I tried to put Lonnie Frey as the secondary or the utility 1 at third base, it would kick him out of his starting job at second base. So what this allows you to do, especially if you're trying to train guys on different positions defensively, I can put Lonnie Frey in at second, and then if if Roland happens to get tired, change my screen? Of course, you can't see it. There we go. No, that's not it. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at this again. So I previously had Jake Lamb here at third base. So what I can do now is I can put Lonnie Frey back up third baseman, which you could not do last year. So again, what this will do is if Scott Rowland is tired, Lonnie Frey will start at third, Robinson Cano will start at second. Now, if you use defensive substitutions, I know, guys. Hey, listen, you guys know, regulars here know, we do not make it through an episode of this show without some sort of sideways error happening things. It's one of those things. So if you use defensive substitution, so for example, if I put Lonnie Frey in, and I'm not going to put him in for Roland, but let's say I put him in at short here. If Lonnie Frey happens to go in the game as a defensive substitution for Urias, then Cano will come in. What this does is this allows you, there are no errors in this show. Yeah, right. What this allows you to do is this allows you to get a little more freedom in terms of setting. And like I saw somebody in the chat say, I think it was Pockets who said, it makes 7-day lineups a little less necessary than usual. Because now you can specify, if you have a guy you want to play multiple positions. So let's say you have Brock Holt, for example, and you want Brock Holt to play 6 games a week, 5 games a week. You can set him at a primary and at a bunch of different backups. So let's say you want him to be, if you want him to be a shortstop primarily, but you also want to use him at second and left, it allows you to do that. A lot of people use the graphical depth chart, which I don't hate. I don't hate the graphical depth chart. I don't use it as much as I probably should. By the way, guys, this Anthony Rizzo for a gold card, pretty solid gold card. All green hitting stats. Pick him up. Is he doing anything for me? Nah, he's hitting 246. Never mind. Don't pick up Anthony Rizzo. Red Sox bias. Sorry. Who's another super utility player? Not Brock Holt. Anybody but Brock Holt. Anybody but Brock Holt. Guys, get your exclamation point ticket in. Exclamation point ticket in the chat. We're going to close close the draw in 20 seconds. Marwin Gonzalez, Ben Zobrist. There you go, guys. Brock Holt I thought of first because I always use him in some different games. Exclamation point. High Pockets Kelly. Yeah, you can only enter the exclamation point ticket once. We're going to shut the draw down in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. Draw is closed. Draw is closed. Again, 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. If you're in the Discord, message me in the Discord, Chris, Perfect Team CM. If you're right here on Twitch, feel free to send us a whisper on Twitch as well. Again, I need your username in the right capitalization, your team name, and whether you want the points for OOTP 19 or OOTP 20. So let's draw our winners. Get my sound ready. Come on. Come on. McDog 512. Winner number 1. Stream Elements is slow tonight, chat. We're waiting. Cubs 9 win. Congratulations. You have won 10,000 perfect points as well. And winner number 3 is... So slow, Stream Elements. Come on. Let's get it going here. Dave Factor. McDog 512. Cubs 9 win. And Dave Factor, congratulations on winning your 10,000 perfect points. Again, holler at me. Guys, we give away perfect points each and every week here on the stream as a way to show a little bit of gratitude for you guys showing up, hanging out with us on a beautiful Monday night. What do I want to do? Do I want to go here? Yeah, we'll do this. I appreciate you guys all coming by. So, guys, that is going to do it for our first episode of This Week in Perfect Team. Again, we'll have some more information about like league results, and we'll do more of that stuff next week. Next week, we're going to get, we'll take a look at season 1. When No Jake Sully finally wins, we're going to have a party. For sure. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for me. If you guys want to pick up your very own copy of Out at the Park Baseball 20, if you haven't picked it up yet, the 10% off only runs until Friday. Go to otpdevelopments.com/buy. You can find links to Steam, Origin, the Mac App Store, and our very own web store. And again, remember, you have to register your team by 7 p.m. Eastern on the 29th to receive the free gold pack. If you want to get the free gold pack, March 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern time, that is the deadline to start your team and get the extra pack. March 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern, March 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern. If I say it enough times, hopefully everyone will know. Get your teams registered. Get your alt accounts registered. You get them on all your accounts. No, I'm not saying. I got to go record 2 podcasts, actually, after this. I got to go do OTP now, and then I got to go record another one as well. So we won't be looking at my team this week. We'll dive more into it a little bit next week. Guys, make sure you follow us all over the internet. Twitter.com/OTP Perfect Team. Twitter.com/OTP Baseball for the main account as well. If you're on Facebook, Facebook.com/OTP Baseball. If you're on YouTube, you can check out all of our archives over there. YouTube.com/OTP Developments. Guys, today we hit 3,000 members in the Discord, discord.gg/OTP. Go check it out. Also, if you like to use the forums, otpdevelopments.com/board. You can head over to the forums as well if that's kind of your thing. Check it out over there. Guys, as always, I have been Chris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, community manager for Out of the Park Baseball's Perfect Team. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences. We'll see you next week, folks.